Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of the first episodes of A Conversation with a Stranger. I am your host, Eric Victoria, and today I am joined by Daniel. How's it going, Daniel?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, like you said, my name is Daniel. I'm from Virginia in the United States.
Yep.
And I'm currently in university studying psychology and math, and my favorite leisure time activity is playing video games. I've been doing this for pretty much all my life.
Perfect. Sounds exactly like me. Love video games. But the way the show works, because this is one of the first episodes, so I kind of just want to tell everyone how this is going to go so you guys kind of get a understanding of the format, is each week I'm going to release a couple episodes. I'm going to be on the show every week. I'm the host, so obviously I would be on the show. And then each week I'll have a different stranger on, and we will talk topics of their choice. And if they don't have a topic of their choice, I will bring one on myself and give it to them. So the first 10 minutes usually take place. We're going to talk about something easy. Like a couple of the episodes, one of the topic was what would you do if you won the lottery? Another one was what do you collect? Another one besides that was favorite childhood memories, like playing video games wise. And so yeah, something simple like that. Then we get into like a 20-30 minute discussion about whatever my guest brought onto the show. So without further ado, I am going to read a sponsorship from the guys from Alpine Beards. Make sure to go check them out. They're great guys. They sponsored this podcast. And go to alpinebeards.com and if you type in talk show in the discount bar, you get 15% off. I use this stuff personally. I have it for my beard and I love it. It smells like, I have the maple sugar pack and it smells amazing. So I smell like French toast and pancakes 24/7. So make sure to go check them out. I'll have a link in the description and I will leave the discount code in the description as well. So without any further ado, let's get started. So Daniel, the first topic we're going to talk about is childhood toys. Toys we grew up with, those toys that you'll never forget. And I'm going to let you get started.
Okay. Well, when I was younger, I remember specifically playing with a lot of Legos. I remember I had like a gigantic tub that was filled with all sorts of Lego sets my parents bought us. I don't remember when, but like we had that for like a really long time, and there was like multiple different types of sets in there. So it was just like a big mix match of things.
Yeah.
And I would always try to create a house with two bases.
Okay.
And that was usually like my main thing because that was like what I would use the bases for. And I would always come across a certain problem where I was lacking just like random bits and pieces that I couldn't have to have a perfect house. But apart from that, I also tried to make various like spaceship looking things. And yeah, just like tend to be spaceships. I just thought spaceships were cool.
Yeah, whatever your imagination could think of. I remember I actually had something similar to that. My mom never bought me the Lego sets. But once we went to a garage sale and this kid had like a tub that was just full of Legos.
Wow.
And different sets and stuff like that. So I remember my mom, I think she bought it for like $5 and it was like a big box full of Lego. So I remember bringing it home and just pouring it all onto like in the basement, like pouring them all out and like finding like knights from like medieval packs, and then there was like soldiers and like army guys, and like I'm like, how the hell am I gonna make this into a thing here? But I remember just like going nuts and like building stuff. I was always terrible, and then there would always be that like one Lego part that would not come apart, you know what I mean? And like you're struggling to get it apart. But besides that, I remember one of the toys I had was I googled it because I forgot the name of it. I have it here. It was like biker mice.
Okay.
I'll put a picture up on the podcast for the video. I think it was called Biker Mice, and it was literally a biker mouse kind of thing, and like he had tattoos and stuff like that. And I don't remember when I got it, but I remember when I moved from where I grew up to another place, and I must have been like 6 or 7. And I remember when we were unpacking, we found it, and my mom gave it to me, and then like that was like the one toy that I like remember still to this day. Like he had a motorcycle and everything. It was weird, but my mom, she never would buy. I remember because like all my friends would have like packs of stuff, right? Like they would get complete sets, like G.I. Joes or Transformers or stuff like that. I would have like one Transformer, one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I would have one wrestler from like WWE. I would have like the most random toys, and like I'd be like, well, how am I supposed to make this into like Like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to
Yeah.
do? Like, why is Optimus Prime fighting, like, G.I. Joe right now? Or why is Optimus Prime fighting Donatello? Like, what's going on right now? But, when I was younger, I remember I was really into wrestling. And, I got, like, a wrestling, pack for Christmas. And it was, my mom got the shittiest pack. It was the two announcers.
Wow.
Like the commentators.
Oh my God.
It wasn't even two wrestlers. It was commentators. So I had one of the names. One of the guy was Jim Ross.
Yeah.
I don't know who the other guy was, but like they're in suits, and I'm like, Mom, you got me the shittiest toys.
That's
But
so
I
funny.
remember in the basement, my sister had a treadmill, and I remember that would be the ring. It would be like this gigantic ring. The whole treadmill was considered the ring, and I would have like Royal Rumbles with like Donatello would be in it and all these random ass characters that I could find. And I just remember like having so much fun with it. And I remember that point where I was playing once and I was like, am I getting too old for this? Like, I was playing and I felt weird that I was still playing with toys. And I remember that moment and being like, wow, this sucks. Like, none of my friends play with toys anymore. And like, I gotta start packing these guys up because it's time to grow up. And it
Yeah.
broke my heart.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I had like all sorts of weird toys too. Like I think I had like a Spider-Man that had a bike, and I'm like, why does Spider-Man have a bike when he can just swing around New York City?
Exactly.
And like I think I might have had a Batman figure, and I had these things. I don't know. I mean, obviously you're a little older than I am, but I don't know if
How
you
old
know
are
what.
you?
I'm 21.
Oh, I'm 22.
Oh, okay, so we're about the same age.
Yeah.
Then you probably heard of Bionicles. I'm not sure if they have
Yeah,
them in Canada.
Bionicles were huge, but I never had them. All my friends would always have them, and they were so cool.
I was trying to collect like a whole set of like one series because like I never got a whole set because like there would eventually be such a like long time span between when I got them that like eventually a new set would come out, but like my mom wouldn't know, so she would just get me a different color.
Yeah.
But like I'm like these don't look the same. I was like, oh, that's because they're not even in the same set. So like, I had a few generations of Bionicles and all sorts of stuff really. And then the thing I remember most about growing up and getting toys is that my brother would be like, let me see, and then I'd hand it to him, and then he would pretty much immediately hand it back completely broken.
Yeah.
Like literally he had like the death touch.
Yeah. That happened to me once with my brother was do you know Cell from Dragon Ball Z?
Yes.
I had this kid that I was friends with in like kindergarten or something like that. And he let me borrow his Cell toy, but it was like a rubber toy. Like, it was weird. So I brought it home, and I was playing with it. I'm going to post a picture. If I find it, I'll post a picture up. But I remember his arm was a little... Like, he was in a set pose, right? So you couldn't change it, kind of.
Oh.
So my brother was playing with it, and then my brother was playing with his arm and, like, tried to move it, and then his arm fell off.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like his arm fell off, and then I was like, oh my god, like this kid is gonna lose his shit. Brought it to school, told him what happened, and then he told his dad. His dad contacted my mom, made my mom buy like a new set of toys, and I remember being so devastated. Yeah, this thing probably cost like $1.99, if that, right? So I remember me and my mom going to a bunch of different toy stores looking for the exact same one that they didn't have anymore. So then my mom ended up buying this kid like 3 or 4 different action figures from like the Dragon Ball Z, and like me just being like devastated that they weren't coming to me. But then I remember my mom being like, never again borrow anyone's toys because this is what happens. But
yeah, I know what you mean.
Another thing that I used to collect was I don't know if you heard of them or like used to play with a lot was Mighty Beans.
I've heard of them. I feel like I know people that had them, but I didn't understand why people liked them.
I don't understand. I think I liked like the stupid drawings on them because they would have like some of them had Pokemon on them, some of them had like monsters. It was weird. But what are some other toys that you used to play with?
Let me think. I feel like that was an amalgamation of things. I tried to get into tech decks for a while.
Oh, I was terrible at them.
I don't know why I couldn't convince anyone to get me some. Yeah. But to be fair, when I asked my uncle for, not really my uncle, like it was just probably one of my dad's friends.
Family friends, yeah.
Yeah, I just call everybody my uncle at this point. I tried to explain him what, like, can you give me a tech deck? He's like, he honestly thought I said like a tech juice. I was like, no, a tech deck. And he's like, Juice deck? I was like, what? No.
No, it's not. I don't
What
want a
are you-
juice deck. I want a tech deck. I want a
I
fake
know, like,
skateboard.
where exactly? Where are you getting the juice from?
Yeah.
I honestly wanted the little character because I thought the character had like a cool pose.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get the character for a little while. I was like, this looks weird now that I'm thinking about it.
There was
Wow.
what was that thing that used to come with tech decks? There were little characters. Was there characters that came with tech decks?
Yeah. They're like came with like little dudes that were on the boards and they were
Yeah.
like shredding boards.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
what
Okay,
tried
I
to do.
remember them now. Like I was trying to think because there was one kid in my elementary school that had like a bag full of them, like
Oh my
tech decks
God.
and the characters. And I remember being like, "Holy shit, this guy's loaded!" Because look at all the
Wow.
toys he's got. Meanwhile, I got Donatello missing leg, and all these like makeshift things. And my parents, I remember my mom, like she would take us to Walmart and she'd be like, "Okay, one toy," and I'd be like, "One? Just one? Are you serious? How am I supposed to
Yeah.
make this decision?" But yeah, I think that's it for topic number 1. We're gonna get going with your quest. I'm gonna call it your quest, okay? Because that sounds better.
My trophy quest.
Your trophy quest. Let's
Yes, my platinum
talk
trophy
about
quest.
your trophy quest. So
Okay.
tell us about it.
Okay, so at the beginning of this year, my mom was like, "What are your New Year's resolutions?" In my head, I'm thinking, I can't tell this woman my New Year's resolution is literally just to play more video games.
Yeah.
So I quietly made this New Year's resolution that I'm going to try to get 1 platinum at least, like 12 platinums, roughly about once a month for this year.
Yeah.
And it started actually the day before, as in the last day of 2016,
Okay.
because I got the platinum for the DLC for Infamous Second Son called First Light.
Yep.
Literally around like in the middle of the afternoon, I was like, "Yo, I gotta get this today. It has to be today.
Yeah.
It's the end of the year. I'm trying to
Yeah.
get one by the end of the year." And I did. I was like, "Okay." And the day after, I was like, "You know what? I'll go for it."
Yeah. Do it.
And then I didn't make it official. Like I didn't start telling people up until maybe I got a little bit ahead of the schedule, which might
Yeah.
sound kind of like cheating, but you know what? My next game is actually a pretty big feat. So I'll
Which
tell you
one?
about how. I'll tell you about how where. How
Yeah.
much
Tell
I've
me
done
where
so
you
far.
are so far.
Okay, so PS Plus, one of the free games for January was Day of the Tentacle Remastered.
Yeah, I have that. How is it?
I thought it was pretty good. I'm honestly like I understand that like point and click adventures are kind of like a time like a part of like their era.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's pretty funny. Like it's well written.
Okay.
And it's actually apparently like I'm not sure if it's an actual sequel or like a spiritual successor to another game.
Okay.
And part of that game is in Day of the Tentacle.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so it's like a point and click within
Yeah.
a point and click. It's really crazy, but the writing's good. It's funny. There's some like pretty interesting concepts in there. I liked it. I used a very specific guide and got the platinum trophy in one playthrough with everything.
How long did that take you?
About 5 hours.
5 hours. Okay.
Yeah, currently have a Grim Fandango from like a while back.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
I
of
have
doing
that one as
too,
well.
But that one's probably gonna take a lot longer. But yeah, that was my January game. My February game was Watch Dogs 2.
How was Watch Dogs 2? Because I played Watch Dogs 1 and was very disappointed like the rest of the world.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I'm kind of the same way. After playing Watch Dogs 1, I was like, I hope this is like Assassin's Creed, where the second one's like significantly better,
Yeah.
and it was right. And to
Really?
be honest, I was thinking of waiting even longer to play it, but I got it off of Greg Miller's recommendation because he said it was a fun game and it was a good plot. And I was like, I like the concepts of Watch Dogs, but the first game was just like a really raw product,
Yeah,
similar
it
to
was rough.
Assassin's Creed 1. Similar to Assassin's Creed 1. So yeah, that was my February game. In March, I platinumed Tales from the Borderlands.
How was that? Because that's
is
a
the-
Telltale game, correct?
Yes, it's a Telltale game. That is honestly the funniest freaking game I've ever played. The
Really?
writing, the writing, the humor, like the action, it was just like constantly like laughing. There was something in like probably every episode that was pretty much like laughing out loud.
Okay. Have you played Batman Telltale?
That is actually skipping ahead a little bit. My April game was Far Cry Primal.
Yes.
And then within 24 hours of beating that, I beat Batman the Telltale game.
Okay.
Now, that
So
puts
you're
me
at
up
what?
the
4 platinums now?
I'm at 5 platinums.
5 platinums, okay.
And it is the middle of April as we're recording.
Yes.
So my next game, I need to have platinum by the end of June.
Okay, and that
So
is...
technically 2.5 months, roughly.
Yeah.
And my next game I just got a couple days ago was Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay, my lights it's either a ghost is in the house or this light bulb needs to be changed because this light keeps flashing and it's freaking
It might be
me out.
both.
It might be both. Hopefully, not a ghost. But I got Horizon Zero Dawn. When did Horizon get previewed at E3? Was like
The original preview at E3 was E3 2015.
Okay, so 2 years ago.
Yes.
And I remember I got the game, like, I fell in love with it, right? And I was like, holy shit, like, this is awesome, blah, blah, blah. And then, for Valentine's Day, my girlfriend got it for me. She pre-ordered it and fully purchased it. Yeah, she fully purchased it for me. And, I got the game, and within 2 weeks, I platinumed it. I probably put in 50-something hours into it, 50, 60 hours into it. But that game, oh my god, what a game. Like, I remember playing it at night, and then, like, I told my girlfriend, I'm like, yeah, I'm 100% done it. And she's like, you waited 2 years for this game, and you're already done? I'm like, yeah, I couldn't put it down. And she's like, well, now what? I'm like, I have no idea. What am I going to play now? But you are in for a treat with that one.
Yeah, no, I can tell. I'm about 7 or 8 hours in right now, and I'm not even 10% done. And I'm honestly doing a lot of the side content. Like, I pretty much cleared the entire starting area before I did, like, the first big mission.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I pretty much did everything I could. And now I'm just trying to get some more story missions so I have access to the rest of the map.
Yep.
And then from there, I'm just going to start going on my massive platinum run. But, like, that was one of the things I looked at before I started. Because everybody's like, yo, this game is huge. This game is really good.
Yeah.
It's complicated. It's fun. And I was like, so what am I looking at here? Like, time frame wise, how easy is it? That was something I posted up about. Like,
yeah, I saw that. I saw you post about the difficulty.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I love about Horizon, because I can't stand, because I'm decent at gaming, but I can't play on the hardest difficulty. I get frustrated very easily. So I hate when there's difficulty tied trophies, like beat the game on Bloodthirst, and it's like, fuck, like, there goes my platinum, because that's not going to happen.
Yeah. I think what's worse than that is when each difficulty has its own trophy, instead of, like, the hardest difficulty stacking with the lower ones.
Yeah,
that's fucking awful.
Yeah, and there's the one where, I think Resident Evil 7 has it, where you have to beat the game, then you unlock the hardest difficulty, then there's a trophy for that one.
That's
like,
fucking awful.
Are you fucking serious? I hate when games make you play it more than once to get the trophy. Like, I don't mind going back and finishing things, like, in, like, role-playing games, like, you finish the main story, and then you gotta do all these other things for the trophies, but I hate when it's, like with Fallout 4, you have to beat it with all the different, like, there's the Railroad, there's the Brotherhood of Steel, the
side quest storylines,
Yes. And the only good thing is you can save before you have to make your decision on who you want to be with, so that's good, so you don't have to play the game from the beginning again, right?
Yeah, save data manipulation is pretty common.
Yeah, so, like, I like that, but, yeah, like, I hate tied-in trophies with difficulty, and I hate luck trophies as well, like, the ones that, like, it's, like, pure luck to get, kind of.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's pretty awful. And then there's things like online trophies where basically if you don't play the game within a certain amount of time, like, it sounds pretty long time, but, like, eventually servers get shut down, and then you're fucked out of the platinum if you don't have it. Those are the worst.
Yeah. So Horizon's your next one.
Yes, and then the way I was looking at it, I was like, I need to have a backup plan if I'm not even close to finishing it by, like, I'm probably, like, the start of June. If I don't think I can finish it by the end of June, then I'm probably going to get something else. Maybe, like, I'm, like, pretty mostly done with, I have 71% of the trophies in the order, but I played it once and then I was, like, done with it.
Yeah.
But apparently it's pretty easy, so I might go back to it. And then another game I might go back to is The Wolf Among Us, which is another Telltale game. But that's one of those Telltale games where you actually have to do shit other than play the game.
Yeah.
In order to get the platinum.
Yeah.
So I felt kind of, like, cheated out of it the first time, so I'm thinking of going back. And then there's other games where I'm like, this would be nice, but, like, they require co-op, so I would have to go through the effort of, like, finding people. Or there's, like, games that are download only where, like, I would have to, like, get some, like, PSN credit and then download the game and then play it, and then I'd be done with it. But, like, it's like I wouldn't get any trade-in value because I just tend to spend a lot of GameStop, honestly.
I'm trying to think, of my first trophy was Rocket League, because I got a PlayStation late. I didn't have a PlayStation 3. So I got a PlayStation 3 so I could play The Last of Us.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the only reason I got a PlayStation 3, but I bought it used off a friend. So I bought... It was weird because I had The Last of Us 4 days before I even had the PlayStation 3. Like, I went to the store, bought The Last of Us, then bought a PS3 after that. But,
Nice.
so I didn't really care about trophies, and it's funny because I was listening to Kinda Funny and, like, them talk about why they platinum trophies, like, why they go after trophies. And then ever since that day, I was like, holy shit, like, I want to start getting trophies and blah, 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 blah. And the first game that I actually started going for trophies, like, going out of my way to get trophies, was The Witcher 3.
Oh my gosh, you decided to pick like the largest game ever?
Yeah, and I didn't I think I have like 70% of it done, but then there's the stupid beat the game on like the hardest difficulty trophy, and then I just kind of gave up with that. But the first game I ever platinumed was Rocket League, and that was by accident, like that wasn't even trying to do it. And then after that, I was like, oh, that's cool, like blah, 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 blah. The one after that was Far Cry Primal.
Oh, dude, I still have Far Cry Primal burned in my brain. Like, Far Cry Primal and Far Cry 4, they're so good.
I liked Far Cry Primal. I really liked Far Cry 4. Far Cry 3 was the best one for me.
I heard.
Yeah, I remember when they announced Far Cry Primal, I was like, what? Like, they're going away from their roots, you know what I mean? Like, this is not a Far Cry game. But then playing it actually kind of did feel like you got that Far Cry vibe from it. And I'm trying to think. The Order 1888, I have like 3 or 4 trophies left for it, but the problem with that game is like the cinematics take too long, and I deleted my game thing, so I literally have to start it from the beginning again to get, like, I can't go back to like the chapter selection.
Oh, yeah, true. I probably have to do that again, but like, the trophies I have to do is like, it's mostly just like killing people.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Or like finding things, which isn't too bad. I could probably get these done before I theoretically, if I had to do another playthrough, I could probably get these before I finished it. Okay. So this isn't the worst thing.
I'm looking at my PlayStation, like my trophies. So I platinumed Horizon, and then I platinumed Jack and Daxter, the first one.
Oh, nice.
And then I platinumed Sly Cooper 1, Sly Cooper 2, and Sly Cooper 3 on my Vita. That's what I was telling you to get, because it's 3 easy platinums.
Yeah, it's just like... Somebody also told me to get like Metal Gear Solid 3 on Vita, and they're like, oh, you have to do it without getting detected. I'm like, I'm bad at stealth games. This is not a good fit. Yeah. But, I mean, Sly Cooper, I heard, is a good franchise.
It is awesome. It's one of those games, like, I got my Vita so I can play in bed kind of thing. And, I was looking at the games, and I was like, oh, Sly Cooper was, like, a huge part of my childhood. Like, I remember renting the second Sly Cooper, like, 3 times to beat it. And, so I remember, like, getting my Vita, and I'm like, what's a game I want, blah, 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 blah. I had Shovel Knight, I had a couple other games. So then I got Sly Cooper The Collection, and I think it cost me, like, $15-20. And I platinumed all 3 of them within 2 to 3 weeks.
Wow.
But that was, like, maybe, like, playing, like, 4 or 5 hours sometimes. But it's got a good story. Like, it's a fun game to play. I'm close to platinuming Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
How
did you do the Mile High Club?
I haven't done that one, and I haven't done the stupid beat the trial, like the course, in a certain time.
Yeah, that was... Oh gosh.
I'm ashamed of this one, but I platinum My Name is Mayo on...
It's fine. I platinum both of those.
Yeah, I did it on my Vita and my PlayStation 4. I did it on Kinda Funny Day when I was watching them live stream. I was just sitting there doing it on my PlayStation. I platinumed Final Fantasy 15.
Wow.
Which was...
How is Final Fantasy?
That was my first Final Fantasy game I've ever played.
Yeah, okay, I feel you. The first one I've technically played was Type 2 HD, which is just like a port of a PSP game.
Yep.
So I didn't really get a good feel for it, and I maybe put about 10 hours into it, and then I got a point where I actually got stuck. Like, I literally could not continue.
Okay.
Because I was actually kind of rushing through it, so I wasn't like leveling up as I was going very much.
Yeah.
And I couldn't backtrack, and I couldn't exit where I was, so I was literally stuck.
Okay.
Now it's not that I didn't like the game. I thought it was actually good. Like, I enjoyed the gameplay, but I just got stuck. So I was like, okay, I can't really do anything. I just don't feel like restarting when I have other games to play. So, I mean, I've heard Final Fantasy 15 is pretty good. I thought about checking it out, but
you should. It's awesome. That last the last trophy I got was I can't remember the name of it, but you have to fight this like. Pardon?
Was it running around? Was it the one where you have to run around a lot, or
No. I did that one at night. I tied my girlfriend's like hair elastic around my controller and just left it at night. And then when I woke up, it was done. I wasn't gonna walk around all that. It was you had to fight like it pretty much looked like a giant tortoise.
Oh yeah, the Adamantoise?
Yeah, that's it. I remember doing that, and like I started the fight before I went, like an hour before I went to work, and I was like, oh, I could probably get this done, and then I was fighting it, and like I had half of its health done, and I'm like, holy shit, like I have to go to work now, and I'm not even like, I just got to half. So then I finished work, came home, and then I finished it off, and I got the stupid platinum for it. And the next game I platinumed before that was Fallout 4.
Oh, nice.
And
correct me if I'm wrong, but the Adamantoise is supposed to be the 3-day boss fight.
Yeah, it was tough.
Okay.
It took me a while to get it done. But yeah, then after that, it was Far Cry Primal, Rocket League, and yeah, that's it.
Nice. So tell me about Fallout 4, because I've never really played like a Fallout game. I put like an hour into New Vegas, and
Yeah.
I'm personally more of an Elder Scrolls guy, but I'm like, I like first-person shooters. I like open-world games. And, like, I like RPGs, so, like, why wouldn't I like Fallout?
Okay, Fallout 4, I remember, like, when they announced it, I was, like, pumped, and then I got the game, I went on midnight, and I played for, like, I got it on midnight, and I probably stayed up till, like, 4 in the morning playing it, went to bed, woke up right in the morning, started playing it again. It was a great game. I fell in love with the world and everything like that, but it wasn't my favorite Fallout game. I liked Fallout New Vegas a little bit better, and I think Fallout 3 was my favorite. But with Fallout 4, with the Fallout franchise, I just love like getting lost, like literally just walking out and you're literally just minding your own business walking, and then you hear someone yelling something, you go to that area, and then you're off on like a 3-part side quest that had no, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just random. The world, I fell in love with Fallout because of the Book of Eli, which is weird.
Oh.
Because I was watching the Book of Eli, and I was like, oh, I like this, like, blah, blah, blah. I like this world that they have. And then I Googled, like, games that are like the Book of Eli, and then Fallout popped up, and I was like, I'll give it a shot. And I tried Fallout 3, and I fell in love with everything about Fallout 3. Like, I'm sold on Fallout 3. I'm sold on the Fallout franchise. Whatever they do, I'm going to love. But, you should give it a shot. It's a great game. The trophies aren't hard. It probably take you, like, maybe 180, I don't know how long it took me. I'm going to guess 80 to 100 hours.
I mean, honestly, I don't even think I could platinum, like, Skyrim, so I don't think I'll be platinuming Fallout, but I definitely want to give it, like, a good shot. Like, the way you're talking about it, like, where you just get lost and you find things, that sounds like how I played Skyrim and a little bit how I'm feeling about Horizon right now.
Yeah, with Fallout, like, the characters are awesome, and, like, getting the companions and the weapon, like, you want to find the best weapons and the best armor. And that's what I felt with Fallout 4 was that it's down, like, it's what held it back from being my favorite Fallout game was I felt like the other Fallouts had better weapons and better armor. But in this game, you can customize your weapons, which you couldn't really do. Well, you could, but, like, sorry, not to the extent of which you could in Fallout 4. But, yeah, it's one of those games that you just start in the summer when you got, like, when you have no life and nothing to do, and you just love every minute of it. I have all the DLCs. I have the Seasons Pass.
Oh, nice.
So I need to go back and get all those done. But yeah, it's a great game. Like, I could talk about Fallout forever. It's awesome. But with Horizon, I was talking to a friend of mine. Horizon, the first, like, 2 hours in Horizon was my favorite in the whole game. I loved being that outcast kind, like, where no one would talk to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody's still talking to me, and I'm, like, almost 10 hours into the game. I'm like, what's wrong with you people?
Okay, yeah. So that's, like, my favorite part of the game. When she was an outcast, I, like, loved it. Like, I loved that world and everything. And then once, I don't want to spoil it, but you become, like, more, like, people start talking to you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
After that, I just felt like it was, like, most other role-playing games. But yeah, the first couple hours in that game, I remember just being like, wow, I'm, like, lost in this world. I love this world. Like, I love the way it's set up. But yeah, back to trophies. I'm trying to think of another one.
Trying to think of another easy game I can platinum.
The Walking Dead Season 1 had it. A trophy.
Got it.
Okay, you got it. Season 2 doesn't have the platinum, though, does it?
Season 2 does not have a platinum, which is dumb, because they did it episodically. Like, they literally split up the episodes in the trophy list, so each one had its own, like, sub-trophy list, like the first episode, and then it was, like, the rest were, like, shown as, like, DLC, which is kind of a cop-out, and I'm super annoyed by that. Honestly,
Yeah, that's shitty. I'm trying to think.
I heard a couple things like there's some like a bunch of games I've heard are like download only. So I'm like, I don't know, but like the stuff I've heard, like some of the stuff I already have, and there's other things where like, oh, it's super easy, or like you can get multiple versions of it. But I'm like, yeah, like fucking Sound Shapes is hard as shit. I am not
Never
trying to
played
platinum.
it.
It's hard as hell to get the
There's
platinum. But like, there's other games where I'm like, I'm thinking about it. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I'm
yeah.
just like most of the way. Like I thought about going back to Watch Dogs 1 to try to platinum it because apparently they patched it to make certain like the drinking mini games easier.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
With Fallout 4, there was one trophy that I was going for the platinum, and I pretty much had everything but the stupid. You had to have 100% happiness in your settlement.
Oh my gosh, I heard Greg Miller bitching about that one for like months.
Yeah, and it was okay. So I watched so many YouTube videos like, oh, all you need is blah blah blah, this, and this. So I would do it, and then I would get to 99%. And then it would just go down. And I'm like, why the fuck is my happiness going down now? Like, I have everything they need. I have more than they even need. Why is it going down? So I took a break from it. And then I read online that they, like, fixed it. Like, they fixed the trophy. So then I went back and then I got it, like, right away. And then I got the platinum for it.
Oh, nice.
But my brother has a PlayStation 3. So I'm always tempted to get Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 and platinum it. But I don't know if I can invest the time right now into it. But another game that I really wanted to platinum was Shovel Knight, but I
heard that's pretty good. I haven't played that.
It's good. It's a lot of fun, but I don't know if I think there's a trophy where you have to play the whole game without dying, and yeah, that's something I can do. But,
yeah, like I die. I mean, like I play games on easy just because I'm trying to get the experience. Like I'm not really one for story. Like I kind of just like the gameplay. Like I'll have like podcasts on in the background while I'm playing like pretty much anything.
Complete opposite of me. I need complete silence. I need to hear every little detail.
For me, that's only for like online multiplayer games because like for me that requires that like level of like attention and focus.
Okay.
Or like for like certain types of games that are like people call like really like games with like emerging gameplay or like immersive sims like Metal Gear and Deus Ex. I have to focus.
Okay.
Like those are the only games like that where I have that issue. But for other games, if I don't care about the story and the gameplay isn't that complicated, then I'll just like do whatever.
See, with Horizon, I had like maybe an hour before I had to go to work when I first got it, and I was like, nope, I'm not even gonna put it on because I need the time and I want to like invest like myself into this world. So I didn't even bother. I was like, I'm just gonna wait till I get home and play it. Another game, I would have just popped it in. Like if it was just like Titanfall 2, I would have just popped it in, tested out the multiplayer, and left, kind of thing. That was another game I was going. My nose is itchy as hell. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Another trophy, or I was going for Titanfall 2, but they have you got to do the stupid
the speedrun thing.
Yeah, the trial.
Did you get the Mark of the Advocate?
Which one's that one?
I think that's what they call the platinum.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I didn't get it because I can't do the stupid course and the time needed, and I got too frustrated with it.
Yeah, no, everybody's like, oh, I could get like. The way Colin talked about it back when he was still on Kind of Funny is like basically you could theoretically spend 25 hours getting everything but that one trophy, and then you could spend another 25 hours trying to get that trophy. It's like that's not a good like balance of your time.
Yeah, I found like some people are like, oh, like do it for an hour and you can get it. And like I sat there for an hour, and like the longer I played it, the worse I got. Like, I was getting too fresh. Like, I was missing jumps that I should be hitting and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? This is just not a trophy I'm going to get right now. Maybe I'll come back to it. But I definitely suggest you get Jak and Daxter. I platinumed the first one. I'm on the second one now, but I'm invested in Zelda right now. So my Vita.
Do you mean on on Vita? I thought you meant on PS2 Classics, because that's coming out in a couple months.
Yeah, I have it on my Vita.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it was the first one's an easy one. Sly Cooper 1 would take you like maybe 10 hours.
That's not bad.
No, it was easy. Sly Cooper 2, they introduced these stupid challenges I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Where you have to like beat this boss with a certain amount of health, and then you got to beat this boss with a certain amount of time, and like that. Those ones get annoying, but you could platinum all Sly Coopers in less than a month. Jak and Daxter, the first one I platinumed it was easy. The second one I'm on right now, it's more open world than the first one, so it's going to be a little bit more time, but yeah.
You're referring to the Jack and Daxter collection on PS Vita?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
How much is it?
It's $10 for 3 games.
Yeah. How much is Sly Cooper? Check how much Sly Cooper is.
I can't imagine it's not like gonna be about the same. I'm assuming. Let me check.
I'm gonna get this. I think there's a fourth one. Thieves in Time. I think it is.
Is that the third one?
No, that's the fourth one. I think. Because I had the first one, second one, third one, and then there's one more that came out a couple years ago. I think on the PS3. I can't remember what the name is. I'm gonna have to look it up. But anyways, while you're doing that, guys, if guys watching this, if you want to comment your favorite trophy or what you're doing for your trophies, let us know. Let us know what the hardest trophy is you've gotten so far. And if you like this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to be a guest on the show, make sure to send an email to my email, which will be in the description. And do you got the price?
I'm only finding Thieves in Time on PS Vita, and it's $10. I might need to see if I can find an actual like physical game.
No, because I got it digitally. I got it digitally off the store.
I'm telling you, I don't see it.
Unless maybe it was a PSP game that I got downloaded onto my Vita.
Maybe?
I don't know.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, but that's it for this episode. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you, Daniel, for being on it.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me on.
I hope you had fun as well. Do you want to let us know about your podcast and where we can find you at?
Yeah, I started a podcast with some of the kind of funny best friends and some other people from Podcast Beyond called the Nerdy Like Us podcast. We've recorded a couple episodes, and we're currently in the middle of production to get some of them online.
Yes, I'm in one of those.
Yeah, no, it was really nice having you on the second episode. In the meantime, we're just trying to work on getting the videos up for a couple of them because we just do audio and then we just put up random pictures and stuff we talk about. So we're trying to get that up. We are also trying to line up guests for a couple weeks out because we're in the middle of like mad production time right now where we're just trying to get everything up online.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Like, I'm going to, originally I was just going to drop one video this upcoming Sunday. But then I was like, I want to give people a variety and, show them what the show's going to be like. Because not all episodes are going to be the same.
Yeah, definitely.
This one, we kind of stayed on topic. There's some episodes where we started talking about collecting stuff. And then we went to the DC Extended Universe somehow. So, all shows aren't going to be as... this one, and that's what I want the show to be like. I want to be, it's just two people just talking about whatever the hell they want to talk about. But I think this is going to be the first episode I drop. This will be considered episode number 1, then there will be episode number 2 and 3. So I'm going to drop 3 this Sunday. So I'm just trying to record as many as possible and then just edit them and then push them out so I can get them out. Where can we find you at?
Well, for the Nerdy Like Us podcast, if you would like to talk to any of us about getting on the podcast, you can email us at nerdylikeus17@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can probably find us all over the Kind of Funny Facebook group. Me and my co-host Ryan, and my other co-host, he goes by Hunterman. We will be all over probably trying to promote ourselves, so you will eventually find us.
Yeah, and I will have a link in the description to their channel for sure. But what about yourself personally? Do you have any social media like Instagram, Twitter?
Yeah. I'm pretty much dchow69 on everything. Twitter, Snapchat, Tumblr, Instagram. And then on PSN, I am dchow6942 because I joined PSN with the PS4. So clearly, I'm too late to get my own.
Yeah, you're shit out of luck. I think mine's E_Vic88 for some reason.
Fair enough.
That's boring. But thank you for being on. I hope you had fun.
Absolutely.
And so let me do my outro, I guess, so everyone can listen to this stuff. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, the Sly Cooper collection is $20 at GameStop.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to find the link and I will send it to you over Facebook because we are now Facebook friends.
Please do, yeah.
So it's official.
This is ridiculous.
But, okay, before we get going, make sure to check out the Nerdy Like Us podcast. Make sure to subscribe to them. Give them your support. They're great guys. Very welcoming when I went there. That was my very first podcast that I ever did was with them. And I was shitting my pants nervous, but they welcomed me in. They're great guys. It literally felt like I was telling Ryan this, it literally felt like I was just talking to 4 guys that I met on the internet that I've just been really close with. You guys were awesome, very welcoming, Very nice guys. So go check out their channel. And make sure to subscribe to my channel. Like this video, subscribe. And if you want to be on the show, send me an email. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Take care. Oh, and go check out Alpine Beard so they can continue to throw me money. So I can keep doing this. Thanks, Alpine. Bye, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.